Okay, so I'm gonna completely blow your mind with this. The new Audi A5 and all its variants have an 11.9-inch digital gaze cluster. Okay, the new Audi A6 has an 11.9-inch gaze cluster, and so does the Q5, Q6, and the upcoming Audi Q3. That is, every Audi of this latest generation that looks like a blob and not as classy as the previous ones have the exact same digital display. And no, Audi is not doing this to skip on development costs. In fact, it is something far more clever than that. It is something known as the economy of scale. And since everybody is using animations to explain complex stuff, I thought I would do something different. So imagine this is you, and you want a girlfriend. So you go to an all-in-one girlfriend thing. So this is you. Look how cute you are. And you want some cakes. And more specifically, you want 10 units of mesmerizing butterscotch, 5 units of death by chocolate, and 5 units of slick strawberry. Now, to get all these cakes, you need to go to a bakery. Now here you represent Audi, the car manufacturer, and the bakery represents the supplier of instrument clusters, and all these are different instrument clusters for different models. Now back to cakes. As you are ordering quite a few of these cakes from this same bakery, you're going to get some discounts. And here's the thing, car manufacturers, just like your sister, love discounts. They want to get their parts as cheaply as possible. So this is a good situation, but there are quite a few problems with this. So it might be entirely possible that this death by chocolate or one of the instrument clusters is not made by this supplier, which means you'll have to buy these two variants from this supplier and this death by chocolate one from another supplier, which means you're only buying 15 units from this supplier, so your discounts will reduce, and from other supplier you're only buying 5 units, so even less discounts. So this is a problem. And the other thing is that even in your biggest order, you're only buying 10 units of this mesmerizing butterscotch cake. So the bakery will customize your order up to a certain extent, but the final recipe would be largely identical to the one they make, which means that you have less control over the final product that you receive. Now, imagine this, instead of all this, you just get the mesmerizing butterscotch cake and get 20 units of this. And as you're buying 20 units from just one supplier of the same type, you're gonna get more discounts. And as you're buying 20 units of this particular cake, you are going to have more control over the recipe. So the bakery will be more willing to change their recipe according to the way you want it to be. And this, ladies and gentlemen, is the amazing economy of scale. This is precisely why Audi is using the exact same instrument clusters in all their lineup. Also, I just have 4 subscribers, so your like and subscribe would mean the world to me. And this concept not only applies to the digital display, but also to the infotainment and the third screen. So, if you're buying top of the line Audi A6 that costs about $90,000, you are getting an almost identical dashboard to the one found in the Q3. Life is short and uncertain, and who wouldn't want to see the absolutely epic downfall of Audi interiors? Amazing, aren't they? And these are the new ones.
Ball
And remember that economy of scale thing? Well, it's not just Audi who does that. BMW does it too. Most of their lineup consists of the exact same digital display and infotainment screen. However, where BMW does not cheap on are seat markings. These are the seats of BMW M3, these are of M4. But these are the seats of Audi A6 and this is of Audi A5. They of course do this so that they can share the seats across different models. And moving on to some other cost-cutting measures which are truly baffling in my opinion, the new Audi A6, the 90 grand luxury performance sedan from Audi, comes with a single piston caliper at the front. Yes, a single one. Even the previous generation S4 had 4 piston calipers. The new one, you only get one, which are perhaps straight out from an Audi A4 or even worse, a Golf, on a car that costs 90 grand. And this is because people generally look at the size of the rotors and not the number of pistons in the caliper. So Audi decided to skip on it. And not just that, if you buy the new Q4 e-tron, the 50 grand luxury crossover EV from Audi, in its base model, you get manual seats. Also, these newer Audi models, I think they are a step back in almost every manner possible. Their exteriors are horrid, the interiors are not as premium as they used to be, and the cars, well, they just lack the soul in my opinion. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're interested behind this cool science of engine balancing and how the new Toyota Tacoma is worse than the old one in terms of engine balancing, you can check out this video.